Hello everyone. I just finished watching season 11 of The Challenge. Had a great season. They put on this one had 10 man and 10 Win'em divided into two teams of two. And this is the first season that the new host TJ Evans takes over on season 11 all the way up to season 40 plus. That's awesome. He does such a great job as the host and comes up with awesome challenges. You know that test your endurance, your speed, your agility, your mind, stuff like that. So the way this worked, this one was called the Gauntlet 2. Apparently the Gauntlet 1 happened in the previous 10 seasons, which I haven't been able to see yet. So the way this works is the two teams have 5 men, 5 women each team, duke it out in team versus team challenges. And there's a captain of each team, a male captain and a female captain. And the way that was determined was the 10 guys were put on a platform, the 10 women were put on a platform in the water, and basically it was like a battle royal. You basically have to toss someone off the platform into the water, be the last one standing, you become team captain. So when that happened, you got to pick who your teammates will be from the opposite, for your team to compete against the other team. But then you found out there's a curse of being the team captain. Every challenge is a weekly challenge. TJ announced that 1 week could be a man's elimination, next week could be a woman's elimination week. And the way it works was, if you lost your team challenge, your team captain, if it was a man day or a woman day, automatically go into elimination, and then the rest of the team would decide by voting or by selecting somebody to go against them. And if you beat the captain, you stay on the show for a chance to share and win $150,000 with the remaining team members. But if you lose, you're eliminated, gone off the show. So after they were selected who the team captains were, they realized, great, that's not good to beat. All throughout the season, Derek and a new guy came named Nimahine, stuff like that, it's hard to pronounce. They were badass captains. Every time they were on the chop block, they whooped the other guy's butt, man, and kept their captain position going. The Win'em kept switching captains back and forth, so it was like, wow, like they can't even remain like your team captain because they lose, right? Throughout the season, one team against the other team, one team realized we're losing a lot, right? Like we already lost 3 Win'em, we already lost 2 man. Something ain't right. We ain't clicking as a team. Then they heard by a member of the opposite team that 2 women on their team were in cahoots with the opposite team because their friends were on that team and were purposely throwing the challenges. So they would keep losing people. So they found out about that. They confided it to the 2 women on the team and they were like, oh no, we don't know what you're talking about. We'll never portray the team like this. You know, we're in it to the long haul. We want to share that 150K. And then when that one of them comes in and their mouth's just like, oh crap. Because they know the secret's out. So the rest of the challenge, the team that had the 2 women sabotage on their team realized, we can't trust you. So we're going to give you the least amount of work on the team challenge. And they got mad about it. And then when elimination time came and they lost the game, they sent them into elimination and were so happy they were sent home. Beth, nobody likes Beth. I don't even like Beth. She is so full of herself, folks. She's so cocky. She thinks she could do anything. So anyway, she beats the team captain on her team, and then she starts bragging about it. And the other women in the house were like, you know what, we gotta get rid of Beth. We don't want her as captain. And then they tried twice to eliminate her by purposely losing the challenge of that week. So Beth, when it was a woman's day, would go into elimination against someone they would choose. Beth took out 2 of them back to back. Then the third time came, and a woman named Alicia stepped up. It's like, I want to take you on. And Beth's like, you know what? I don't want to fight you in the elimination round. What the challenge is, so I quit. She actually quit and went to go head to head against Alicia because Alicia is built like a brick house. And Beth's like, she could just destroy me, whatever challenge it is. The way the eliminations worked was TJ would have the group talk about who they were sending into elimination against their captain, Derek, or in that case, Beth. Or Kina at one point, she was captain on Nimahine, and he was an awesome captain. And he's like, you know what? I'll just keep winning. And the way it worked was after they decide by voting, or the captain himself can choose who he wants to face the elimination round against, spins a wheel, like a pirate ship. And whatever challenge lands on, like beach brawl, trivia coconut, stuff like that, that's the challenge. Capture the flag, that's the challenge you have to do. Man, beach brawl is my favorite. It was basically like they go into a beach area with water. There's a circle made in the sand, and basically the objective was best 2 out of 3. Yeah, pick your opponent up of your team and toss them off that circle out of the sand pit by any means necessary. Like Derek actually picked up the guy he was facing, Brad, picked him up and just heaved him like that out of the circle. Like, they get right into it, man. It was awesome. It came down to the final challenge day, the final episode, and TJ announced this is the final challenge. You have 6 on one team left. The other team has 4 people left. Because the team had 6, won more challenges than the other team and sent more of that team member people home. So he said the way the final challenge works is 6 on 4. And it's basically like a relay race. There's 3 stages. The first stage is you have to eat something disgusting. Eat the whole plate. Everybody has to eat the whole plate. The second stage is a 100-meter dash from start to finish. And the first stage is a 10-mile run. And whoever gets to the finish line first wins. So the team that had the 2 extra members, the way it works was you could choose how many people of your team goes into the relay race or goes into the 10-mile run, or how many people eat that challenge. So the team that had 6 people against the team of 4 went up to TJ and said, look, what if all 6 of us eat this disgusting looking food thing, and if we lose, the other team automatically wins because we're 2 members ahead. It's only fair that we try to even it out. So the team that had 4 people left, which was Nehemiah's team, like, you know what? We'll take you up on that. Okay, yeah. And Derek was like, you know what? There's 6 of us left. We got this, guys. So TJ said, okay, here's how it works. And whatever they were eating was disgusting. I almost flew up myself watching them eat this. Each person had to clear the plate. You couldn't use your hands. You had to eat with just your mouth. And you had to have your plate completely empty and no food in your mouth. And once every member of the team finished it, they will win. If you puked, game over. Your team loses. So they eat the stuff, and everybody's eating it and eating it and trying not to puke and all that. And the team that has 6 people left wins. So they think they've won the $150,000. They get to split it 6 ways. They're enjoying it, laughing, carry on. Just like, heck yeah, we beat the other team. And then TJ is informed by the other team that one of the Wenham on the other team puked and did not finish her plate. She tossed it, what was left, off the plate onto the sand. So TJ went back and reviewed the tape and saw the Wenham actually realize she's the only one left on her team that's still eating, and realized the other team's catching up. She actually swiped the food off her plate with her hand, off camera, onto the sand, which is a no, because you couldn't use your hands, and she actually puked and tried to cover it up. So TJ reviewed the tape, realized that one purposely cheated, disqualified the team of 6, and give the money to the team of 4. The other 5 members of that team were so mad at that one. because she just cost him $150,000 split 6 ways. And at the reunion show, you can't find out. She said, well, I didn't want to lose. My team was going to lose. And she said, I didn't think I'll get caught. And like, that's against the rules. And then you also found out when they, on the reunion show, that when they asked those two women that were sabotaging the other team, they admitted they purposely was sabotaging their team in order to help the other team, because they were promised that if the other team won, they would get some of the money. So the other team members were upset about that. It was an awesome season. There was some betrayal, some sabotage going on. And I loved how in the finals that one of them got caught. Her mouth, her facial expression was like, I just got caught cheating. I just screwed it for my team and just basically handed the $150K to the other 4 members of the other team. I was excited. I can't wait to see how season 12 goes. It's called Fresh Meat, which is, what I read online is there's people that's been on the show before and people that's never been on it before. And there are teams of 2. So can't wait to see how that goes. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.